Aaron, can you clarify the cutting below and above the tension point?
Yes, absolutely. This is traditional. So my point of tension is right here, and I'm cutting above it.
It's above.
Yeah.
But when you're down low, are you changing that?
Let's do this.
I feel like you should, I don't know.
Same thing. I'm applying tension. That's where we were before. This is below. Did you see how it responded differently?
Yes. It pulled back.
It recoiled.
Yeah.
Whereas when we were above the tension point, it's pretty standard. Like, it kind of stays there. As long as you're not squeezing the life out of it, you won't get as much of a reaction. Part of how I'm operating, see how I kind of like cradled that air? Because I'm looking to see where the peaks of weight are that I've already worked with, and I need to determine where this sits in relation to those. So to play it safe, the lower I hold this hair, the less amount of tension that I use, the less jumpy it is. But what if I take that piece, hold it tight, and see it jump up and spring up? And so this is where you can create a very voluminous haircut by holding everything down here, because then you're banking on the amount of tension that you're using, and you're cutting beneath that tension point to really send it upwards. Just giving you some things to think about.
Yep.
Cool.
So when you say beneath?
I think it's helpful for me to think beneath meaning closer to that.
Beneath the tension point.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But when you're down there, it's still beneath because you're cutting behind.
Yeah. Because it is a little confusing. But hopefully what I just showed you, like, okay, so we took that piece. Can we all agree this is above the tension point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we all agree this is beneath the tension point? Beneath. Beneath.
Got it.
Cool?
So it's the position of your shear.
Never lies to you.
Because the shear, right? Like below, above.
Even though we're all laughing about this, I want you to actually
Yeah.
really understand what it is I'm saying. So let's take straight hair, for example. When you're cutting straight hair, unless you are using a razor, you're generally holding the hair up here and you're cutting above this tension point, right? On the tops of your fingers. Once you start cutting underneath the fingers, you see how that's beneath the point of tension. This is my tension point. Where my fingers are pinched together, that's where I'm placing tension on the hair. This is traditional. This is like more akin to a razor cutter. Like, it recoils, it springs back. Even if I'm down here, this is beneath that tension point. Because once you actually bring it up here, that's beneath. You see that?
Yes. So wait, do it again, do it again.
Okay. Traditional, above.
Above.
This is beneath. This is beneath.
Bring it down.
Beneath.
Got it.
So rather than getting tripped up on the above or beneath, think about how you work with hair and what it means to cut here versus here. That's what I actually want you to focus on. What's the actual reaction and your intent to cut? Because no one's ever shown me like what's going on with that. So if you explore a little bit of that, then you'd be like, okay, I want it to jump, so I'm going to cut right there and see how it jumps. Cool?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Have fun.